Hey guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, January 31st, 2012. The first thing I have to share with you guys today is super duper exciting. If you follow my blog, you already know that I had a pattern published in Fat Quarterly, which is an e-zine, available online for subscription or per individual issue. That's fatquarterly.com, and my pattern appears in issue 8. The pattern that I have in that issue is called Braided Kaleidoscope, and I've had a lot of fun with this because a lot of people are under the impression that this is a quilt and it's actually a block. So I want to show you how big this is. This is Braided Kaleidoscope. Each one of these units is 3 inches. I did make this so you can blow these individual patterns up. So if you wanted to make this bigger, you could make this individual unit 8 inches so that you would have a much larger quilt. You could also do lots of these blocks and have a really super cool kaleidoscope quilt going on. I had a lot of fun with this. I really have wanted to incorporate a braid. You see how there's a braid in here into a paper piece block, and this is the way that I did it. It makes a very cool optical illusion. So Fat Quarterly issue 8. Paper is the name of that issue, and it's all paper piece patterns, English paper piecing, and freezer paper used in quilting. So it's a very cool issue. There's lots of really good stuff in there, and if you don't have a subscription, the whole magazine is only $8. So you get this pattern and a whole bunch of other cool content for just $8. So I will put links in the description as usual, and I'll put a link directly to that issue. So if you want this pattern, it's in that issue. Next, you may have noticed behind me that Elena's quilt top is all put together. I was hoping to have it done by today. I actually finished the stitching on it yesterday. I got the last 2 borders on. The whole quilt top is done. It is huge. This is, you can't even see the halfway mark. The halfway mark is below, it's like down here. So this is the top half. It is a bed-size quilt, and she and I are going to pick out the backing fabrics together, and then I'm going to contact the quilter and we're going to have it professionally quilted. I'm really super excited about the way it came out. It is, like you can see, t-shirts, and I've shown you guys before. So got t-shirt pieces here, t-shirt pieces here. This is a t-shirt piece. This is a stencil piece that I made, and this is an embroidered piece that I did. There's another t-shirt and another stencil piece in there. All the rest are just a collection of different Asian fabrics that I have amassed over the last couple of years. And all of the reds are, I had about 6 or 7 different red fabrics, and they're all different, and they're all throughout the quilt. So I'm really happy with it. The name of this pattern is Shoji Screen. I showed it last week on my Talk to Me Tuesday. I'll put a link to that as well. The website that I directed you to last week is actually doesn't exist anymore. I read it off the back of the pattern. It's not out there, but you can still get the pattern, so I will put that link in there. If you finished a 12 for 2012, make sure you post about it and tell us about it. This is my second 12 for 2012, so I'm 2 down. This is my February project, but I have a big project I need to work on in February, so it was really important for me to get this done before February. So I will tell you about that big project later. Last week I showed you guys a big stack of granny squares that I was working on, and they had been a little stack of granny squares that I found in my stash. I did get that finished, and it looks like this. Back up so you can see it really well. Let's try it sideways. So it looks like this. It's a really good size, like a teen size lap blanket. I'm really happy with it. I just crocheted all of the big blocks together, and then I went around the outside a couple of times to make it a little bit bigger. And it is all done, ready to be labeled and donated to the Elenas Connection. I also finished, see, it's a week of finishes. I also finished the very colorful Elenas Sideways shell that I was working on, and that is here. This is all different yarns. They're all brights, and I just kept going until I would run out. So you see how, like, right here I ran out here, so I just added yellow and I kept going. And the whole Afghan is like that. So that's another one finished. I did start a granny gan in these colors, what I had left of these, and that one's in progress, so I'll show you that later. I only really crochet at night, so we're talking like 8:30 or 9 until I go to bed around 10:30 or 11, depending on how many things I have done that day and how tired I am. So this is just my evening activity. I tend not to sew at night because my family's home and I want to hang out with them, and so this is how I keep my hands busy while my family's at home. Tomorrow is the newest There and Back Again block of the month, affectionately known as Tabba Bomb. There will be a new pattern. It's month 5, and very excited to post tomorrow's pattern. Tomorrow's pattern is my pattern. Tomorrow is the first pattern that I designed for the block of the month, and I'm really excited because we're 5 months in and this is my first one. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you check out Fandom and Stitches tomorrow for the free Hobbit block of the month pattern. So that should be awesome. And I've been working like crazy on the sizing issues we had last month. I'm still not 100% sure what caused it, but this pattern has been printed over and over again to make sure that it prints the right size. So it should be correct. So fingers crossed that it prints right, because I know how frustrating that is when you make a block and it's 1/4 of an inch off or 1/2 an inch off, and it's because the pattern is the wrong size. And that can be such a tricky thing to try to figure out and try to work out to make sure that it's the right size both on my end and on your end. So hopefully that's sorted out. Make sure you check out Fandom and Stitches today and see all the awesome pictures that were posted to our Flickr group, because that's where I post them every week, is Fandom and Stitches on Tuesday, just like I used to do on Harry Potter paper piecing. And they're everything. There's There and Back Again blocks, there are Harry Potter blocks and Doctor Who blocks, and if it's on Fandom and Stitches and it gets posted to the Flickr group, it goes online on Tuesday. I have super exciting news about Stitched. Stitched, as you know, is the online workshop that I'm part of. You can sign up for that workshop and you have access to all of the workshops that have been posted. There are currently 20 instructors and there are more than 20 workshops. You get all the content and you get access to all of the instructors that are there. But the exciting news is that Stitched has now been extended. It is going to go for a whole year instead of 6 months. So that's a whole year to do all the workshops in there, have access to the instructors. There are a couple of instructors that are leaving after the 6-month point, but their workshops will still be available, and all the other workshops will still be there, and there will be some other new awesome things. And there are lots of really cool giveaways for people that have signed up for Stitched. The January prize is a free sewing machine. So, I mean, the prizes are really amazing. So make sure you sign up for Stitched. If you've been thinking about it, now is a really great time to do that. I will put a link in the description. There are links on my website. So if you forget to do it here, looked on Sewhook, anywhere it says Stitched, you can just click on that and it goes straight to the registration page. Last week I asked you guys for suggestions as to what to do with my extra copy of The Fault in Our Stars, and I had some really great ideas. And the one I've decided to go with is sort of a combination of several ideas. So I'm not going to give any one person credit for this, because it was several different things that you guys said to me that got me thinking about what I really want to do with this. And this is how we're going to do this. We are going to do a pay it forward challenge. So you tell me, preferably in a Talk to Me Tuesday, what you will do with this book after you read it. Will you give it to a library? Are you going to pass it on to someone that you think needs to read this book? What are you going to do to pay this forward? Everyone will be entered to win as long as you let me know. Like I said, preferably a Talk to Me Tuesday. If you don't do it at a Talk to Me Tuesday, do a blog post or let me know in comments. And everybody that lets me know how they are going to pay this book forward, I will enter you to win. Now, the only caveat of this challenge is you cannot keep this book. You pass it on, and that's how I want to do this. And what I'm thinking I want to do is I want to write a note to put inside. And see, this is, like I said, it's an autographed copy of The Fault in Our Stars, and what I want to do is put a note inside that this is the Talk to Me Tuesday Pay It Forward book. You let me know what you're going to do with it, and some person will win. So you guys think about that and get your entries in. I need your entries no later than Wednesday, February 8th, which also happens to be my husband's birthday. So we are going to pay this book forward. We're going to share it. I would love it if you came up with some brilliant idea for where this book is going to go after you read it. I think that's going to be it for me. Happy February, because February starts tomorrow. I can't even believe it's already a month into 2012. I finally stopped saying 2011, so hopefully I continue to remember that it is 2012 and not 2011. I think that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys have a fabulous week and enjoy Tabba Bomb, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.